Hey everybody, it's Thursday, June 27th, and I'm fresh off the heels of that major purchase near the beginning or mid part of June, where I bought a whole bunch of contents of an estate, machinist estate, retired machinist, and then I ended up going back and buying the Gerstner toolbox that by now hopefully a lot of you have gotten a chance to see. So fate has struck again. So the interesting thing is the gentleman who I had bought the stuff from, he lives about 45 minutes away from me. The stuff that I bought in that multi-part series of the June tool hoard. Well, I'm cruising Craigslist, and along comes an ad for not one but two Kennedy machinist toolboxes, and it says, he's looking to sell the toolboxes, and all of the contents, and he says it's loaded with tools. And he had a sky-high price on there, and I was like, but you know what? I decided I'm just going to give him a call. We talked a little bit on the phone. I decided to go out and take a look. I looked through everything that was in there, and we came to terms. And long story short, I bought both the toolboxes with all the contents. The toolboxes were two Kennedy rolling bases with two Kennedy risers, 2-draw risers, and two Kennedy, 7-draw chests. And they're loaded. Now, not all of it's gold. A lot of it's import stuff or just regular tools. And we're going to go through that. This is going to be part one of a multi-part series. But I got to get this video of these toolboxes because I've already got somebody coming this morning and they may be buying one or more of my Kennedys. I got that Gerstner. I need someplace to put that, so I've got to get rid of some boxes. For those of you who lost track, this is where we stand right now as far as my Kennedy inventory. Sitting back here in the dark recesses of my shop doing nothing is this nice little 7-draw. It's in really, really great shape. It's the cleanest of all the 7-draws that I had. So I sold off at one point when I was getting too many boxes and I got my 11 draws that I wanted. I sold off all of my other Kennedy boxes, but I kept this 7-draw because it's a nice, small, clean box. So those of you who have been watching my channel for a while may remember quite some time ago I did a series on what I called the Ugly Kennedy Toolbox Buy. That was this. This was my first Kennedy base that I bought. And I got that. I don't even remember how much I paid for that, but it did come with a riser and a toolbox, not the one that's on it now. So I got a good deal on it. So this is the first one I decided to sell, and the buyer's coming here, and he's definitely taking this one this morning, but he's thinking about taking maybe another one. So anyways, that was replaced by that, which is now up for sale, because that's got the cubby hole down below, and what I prefer is that with all the drawers. My top boxes, I sold those off as time went on because I wanted an 11-draw for the longest time, and then I acquired this 11-draw and that riser. And I was pleased as punch to get that, and then along came this 11-draw, which is even nicer, and its matching riser. So that setup right there as it stands, that's going nowhere. I'm keeping that. This 11-draw and the 2-draw, if the money's there, I probably would part with those. I'm going to part with that base because I have another multi-draw one outside that's going to probably take the place of this one. And of course, without saying, the big Gerstner and the riser are staying. But they have to find someplace to live. Now this is exactly the kind of base I would like to keep, except this is the one. This was a flea market find. And it's got that rust over there and everything. But that's a good cheap box for sale. I've already got a couple people interested in that one. This is one of the two toolboxes and risers I just bought. So this is an 8-draw with the keys on a riser, 2-draw riser with the keys. That was on one of these two rollaways that I just got. So there's the other 8-draw. There's the other 2-drawer riser. The only thing wrong with that one is it's missing a knob, but I have the keys for all of these. And then this is the other roller. And these are all loaded. I got to go through these still. So my biggest fear is that he's going to want one of these this morning, because if that's the case, then I'm going to have to go and dump all this stuff into boxes, and then we're going to have to do a we'll have to do a play-by-play out of boxes, which I'd rather just be able to go drawer by drawer, obviously. So anyways, we'll see how that goes. Ooh, it's getting hot out here. Yeah, I was afraid of that. That box is actually a little bit narrower than the other Kennedys. I knew that because side by side next to it I could clearly see it was, but it's so narrow that my Gerstner can't sit on top of that. It would have to sit on top of this lip, which I don't want to do. I could put a block in there, but you know what? It's a little bit less storage space, really. So it's another reason why I think I'm gonna let that one go. It's interesting. See, that top box will fit on there, and that riser looks like it's got enough room on the side there. I think that might fit under here. That must have been the riser that was under this. Whereas this riser is way too big to sit on that other base cabinet. You can actually see how much room there is here on the side. Yeah, I just got off the phone with my buyer, and he's running about 35 minutes late, so I figured, well, great, perfect. Why don't we try and knock out at least one of these boxes' contents? I just wanted to show you one other thing that I got a kick out of. When I got there, one of the box and riser setups was actually covered with this thing. This thing is all made out of Lexan. He bonded together all these pieces of Lexan and put these snazzy handles on them as a custom-made dust cover. All right, let's look in the top box. Top of the top box. Couple of 1, 2, 3 blocks. Good, that'll make like my 20th pair. X-Acto knife blades. Casio calculator. TI, Texas Instruments TI 35 Plus. That's a decent scientific calculator. Does trig functions. DeWalt branded safety glasses. These are the kind of safety glasses that usually come free with your tool purchase. Some more of these little tiny drill indexes. I say some more because I found one of these in my Gerstner. Yeah, Hewitt though. These aren't Chinese. These are good ones. This is a little set that has metric tap drills and taps all in one, and that's Michigan Drill. Now, Michigan Drill might be a Chinese import. Sometimes, hey, Pittsburgh tools, right? There. All right. Oh, so the thing that was really cool about this that I started to talk about, drill index, was that these toolboxes came up for sale in the same town that I had just bought all of that big tool hoard from. So I go back to the same town, I meet this guy, we talk turkey, I start looking through the stuff here. So, well, where'd you used to work? Turns out he worked in the same shop, he worked for the same two companies, one right after the other, as did the guy who I bought the Gerstner and all that other stuff from. Fly cutter, okay, not too shabby. Another drill index. Big drill index. Is this I don't know what brand this is. This is, oh hey, this is Greenfield Industries. That's good stuff. Here's a nice little assortment of end mills in a little wooden block. When you see these in your toolboxes, you guys who buy used Kennedy toolboxes and don't know, don't throw these out. These are the keepers for the partitions. They act as little spring-loaded things. They got little teeth that will bite into the back here, so when you want to put a partition in the drawers, this is what you need. You don't want to pay Kennedy for them if you can avoid it. Union twist drill, Cleveland twist drill, and Starrett cards. Your typical conversion tables. These are handy. I don't know why he needed 3. Moving to the drawers below. Top left drawer. Whole bunch of lathe tooling. Ah! More little scales. A couple of small handful of carbide inserts in here. General, Brown and Sharp, made in England, a nice clean one. Oh yeah, I like that. Millimeters, unbranded. GE International, metric. 2 of them. General Hardware. 30 seconds. Second draw down, the deeper draw. Whole box of center drills. Okay, and a top cover to a Brown and Sharp radius and fillet gauge set. Countersinks. Top box to a 818 automatic center punch. Small center drills. Top box to a 827A edge finder. Center drills. Center draw. Butterfly bandages. Another table. Sharpies, pens, pencils. Car lane handy multipliers and trigonometry tables for engineers. This is a handy little book. I already have, I think, the exact same one. That was an old real estate business card. Right hand draws. Taps, taps, taps. A lot of metric taps. Drills, drills, drills. End mills. High-speed steel, the majority of them. Double-ended. 2 flute, a lot of them. 2 flutes are good for slotting. In case you wonder why people still use 2 flutes. Alright, second to the last draw in this box. Alright, now we're getting into something here. A little bit of money maybe. Not the needle file set, I just happened to pick that up when I said that. Needle file set, looks like it might be import or no name. There's a chuck key for a chuck I don't see. Dowel pins, hardened steel dowel pins. I'm loaded up to the wazoo with these, but what's nice is top box for an 827A edge finder. Top box for an 827A edge finder. If I could find the bottom boxes, I can almost guarantee you that if I don't have 827As in here, oh, here they are right here. 827A in the pouch. So your 827A edge finder without anything is worth X amount of dollars, cheap. Put it in the pouch, it's worth a little more. You put it in the pouch in the box, it's worth a little more. It's mostly a psychological thing, I think. 827, you know what? These aren't all 827As. Oh, wait a minute. No, that it is. That's an 827A, that's an 827B. I'll have to verify that they're in the correct pouches. And here's another 827A. Well, see, so that's... Oh, yeah. All right. Those match. Alright, this is made in China, whatever it is. It's M4 times 0.7. Huh. Albrecht. Good. German-made keyless chuck. Looks like it's in great shape. Nice. Bottom box for to be determined. Oh, and another edge finder. Looks like another 827A. Looks like I'll have some 827As for sale. Oh, these are nice. These are countersinking with the pilot on them. So these are good for making, like, if you're going to use cap screws and you want to have the cap screw recessed, the head of the cap screw recessed, you use these to widen the top of the hole to recess the cap screw. And another 827A top box. A Fowler electronic edge finder. Do not run machine while using this edge finder, because the RPMs will probably make it fly apart into high velocity pieces that will embed in your chest, face, eye, brain, skull. Alright, so I think I've got one of these now, an older version. I don't even think I use that one. I prefer the old mechanical. Nothing wrong with them. Here's some of those bottom boxes. I can tell just by the size of them. There's just some well-used, well-reground punches. Some taps. Some very small, tiny end mills. Loctite 401. What do we got in here? Wiggler and Center Finder. It looks like a Starrett case, but I think it's a generic version of the Wiggler Center Finder. Looks complete though. Top box for a Starrett 33J-HC 6-inch with square head and center head. Junior combination square. Too bad that's not in here. I think I would have spotted that. Unfortunately, I don't think I did get that. I got one with the other guy's haul. A little attachment for a caliper to turn it into a, well, I guess you could put a scale on there, right? I don't know. No brand on it. Loop. Usually these are really small. That's kind of a nice sized one. A nut. This is something that was butchered. This looks like it started out life as a pin vise and somebody hacked the handle off of it. Maybe he needed to get into a really tight spot. I don't know. Amp. Oh, this is something for electronics, I think. This is some sort of like a pin extractor or pin placer or something. So I saw a couple of things I couldn't identify in the Gersner toolbox, and they look like that, only they were metal. Another vice stop. This has the remnants of the SPI logo on it. And yes, nice. Pair of number 183 Brown and Sharp V-blocks. Sweet. Hope the sun's not screwing up your view here. Comulon high visibility blade self-locking 25-foot measuring tape. Now that is easy to see. I've never heard of this company, no Comulon. I mean, it sounds suspiciously cheap and foreign. There's some nice taps there. Beauties, metric. A lot of metric taps. Ah, Tessa Swiss made. That's a good sign. Oh yeah. Now you see, you might think, oh, somebody put the wrong calipers in this case here because these are Brown and Sharps. But no, my son. After Brown and Sharp stopped making fine things in Providence, Rhode Island, they started having a lot of stuff made by Tessa, and then I think eventually Tessa acquired them, and I think now they're all acquired by something Hexology, weird name. That's, oh wait a minute, look at that. Look at that! Winner chicken dinner, where did I see that? Better double check, but I bet you that's it. Hell yeah. Huh? 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 Yeah. Just added to the value of that. I hate it when that happens because this is the kind of thing that's like, wow, I really want to keep that. Oh, maybe I will. You know, I would have to sell my Starrett. Lovely. Starrett 91B. These Starrett tap wrenches bring good money. Now, I already have one, so I could sell this one. Got a couple of scales. General Hardware. Very good condition. General Hardware. This is just a stone. Yeah, honing stone. Look at that. pin vise. Interesting. Assuming that's a pin vise. Could be wrong. Looks like a bottom box. Maybe one of those top boxes we saw goes to that. Top cardboard boxes. Teflon tape, Teflon tape, Teflon tape. Ah. Brown and Sharp Best Test. Half thousandths indicator with the long reach on it. And it's working perfect. And we got this nice attachment here. Good stuff. Reamers. Just reposition the camera so that I don't have to take them all out, but look at what we got here. You think the guy had enough general tap wrenches? Tap handles? I mean, I could see those two because two different sizes, but then he's got two more there, so. All right, that finishes that box. Let's do this base cabinet. Top drawer. Okay, at first glance, this looks like just your run-of-the-mill, you know, hand tools, which they are, but they're not cheap. Most of the screwdrivers in here are Exolite or Weha. Oh, sorry about that interruption. This is my buyer telling me he's running into some construction, so he's delayed again, which is fine. That just gives me more time to get through this stuff. These are made in the USA vice grips, but they're not branded vice grips. They actually look like they say diamond over here. Whereas these are genuine vice grips. It says vice grip, the original. Ooh, mill bar. These are nice. Wire strippers. Klein crimping tool. That's good too. Miller. These look like they're all... Well, let's see, this might be some cheaper. No, this is Bondus. We got Bondus, we got Exolite, we've got Weha precision screwdrivers. Looks like we're probably looking at mostly Exolite on all of these little wire cutters. Right angle cutters. Used to call these dikes. I don't know why. These are interesting. These are test leads for like a meter, but they go from what look like recessed banana plugs to go in the meter to like recessed banana plugs to go in the meter. Oh no, they go into these. Oh, I see. Oh, these are, yeah, these are Fluke. These are high end. These are look at these. Oh, I love these. You can clip right onto the lead of a component, and this won't accidentally short something next to it if it moves. Oh yeah. Oh, I love it. More tap handles, more tap handles. I don't suppose we could hope for at least one Starrett in the whole bunch, could we? General Hardware. Allen wrenches, more Exolite. Oh, look at those. Those are cool. Cripes. Dental mirror. Inspection mirror. Look at that Williams wrench. That's neat. It's a little 6-inch. Looks brand new. Bits, screwdriver bits and all that. Some air fittings. Nothing to get too excited about. Roll pins. Brand new roll pins. Probably just read this box. Yeah, roll pins. Oh, good. A gender changer for my serial or parallel port. Because I, you know, if I get a time machine and go back to the 80s. A die, a couple little pen lights, a couple of random switches. Ocon Engineering Company of Augusta, Maine made
Oh, that's got some heft to it. Oh! It's a model OCS-03 made in England. So that must be the supplier. But I believe, yeah, this is a preset torque wrench. So you preset the torque value here, I think, and then there's a Torx bit in there now, but this would have been for precision assembly. So that's going to be probably like an eBay type of item more than anything. I got a feeling that's probably a lot more expensive than you would think. Draw number 3. Oh, good. Brown and Sharp box. Brown and Sharp, 6-inch caliper. So there's the one that I tend to see a lot. So again, the fact that it says Swiss made over here would indicate that this is also a Tessa made Brown and Sharp. But this one, because it's earlier, it's in the wooden case and it doesn't say Tessa anywhere on it. Brown and Sharp. Nice. Noga. No, this is a Varus. Or Varbus, or Vargas. Basically, it's the rip-off of the Noga. It's like a lot of these, you can extend this. Maybe not. Maybe that one doesn't. Let's see what's in this Mitutoyo case. Oh, the lid's broken off. But what we have in here is a Absolute Digimatic Mitutoyo. Looks like it's in good shape. Does not come on. Battery is present, so we'll have to investigate that. Oh, there it is. Just came on. I reseated the battery and it came on. Look at that. Zero it again, see? Look at that. Repeating to 0 every time. Gotta love a Mitutoyo. It's one of the few things that I would rather have my Mitutoyo than a Starrett. Is the Mitutoyo digital caliper. Here's another one. Oh, this is good. On/off button too. Okay, so these still have batteries in them. I'm used to my my other one. My other Absolute, which I got, which is IP67 certified, and that doesn't have an on-off button. You just basically, you get a little bit of that could even be dirt on the jaws. You get out that many decimal places, you don't sweat it. Down this end of the toolbox, we've got another big tap handle. This is also General Hardware. Got some more needle files. This thing, it appears to be brand new in the box. The paperwork's in here. I've never even seen one of these before. This is a magnetic pole tester. So you put batteries in it, you hold this up to the magnet, you press this, and it indicates whether it's a south or a north pole on the magnet. I can't imagine why I would need anything like that. These are plastic calipers. They're actually made in the USA. I don't know who makes them, but they're US made, and he explained to me the reason why he has these is because there were situations where he needed to use a caliper in a non-magnetic, he needed to use non-magnetic calipers or non-ferrous calipers. Another Vargas deburring tool. Here's another one of these little burr wicks by Umpco or Ucco or whatever the heck that company is. Nice little set of Fowler punches, actually in good set. Center punches, nice set. Early ones by the looks of it. Quite a few pin vices here, all General Hardware. There's a transfer punch that got lost. These little punches right here are Starretts. Those are nice. So we got a nice little utility knife. Next draw down, we got this this assortment here of bearings. So that'll come in handy for projects. And some solder wick, chem wick, for removing solder on circuit boards. We got a file. We got a box here that's got some just Allen wrenches, files. A lot of these swage lock tube fittings. Knurled nut. Somebody's Panasonic answering machine from the 1980s is missing its tapes. See, that says right on it, greeting message. So this is an endless loop tape. Just keeps going around and around and around. So this is Apex Tools. Not familiar with that name, but I'd have to guess that they're probably top quality because everything else is... Oh, these are... Look at these. Look at these nice Torx Exolite. Like those. Down this end we have a... Well, that's actually... That's a projector lamp. Brand new. I have to look that up online. That might be pricey. It might be something worth resale. X-Acto knife blade, X-Acto handles, ton of them. What do we got here? This is a... Oh, that's just a little set. Vermont American. I got a couple of these. These are actually handy. Multi-bit. The bits store in the handle. This is sweet. Look at these little cant twist clamps. 1, 2, 3 that size, and then 2, several small ones. Cheapo jeweler's screwdriver set, a Starrett tape measure, a quick read Lufkin tape measure. Next draw down, we got a DeWalt 20 volt max lithium ion battery drill, 2 batteries, and the charger. And when we were trying to come to terms on price, I asked him, does he not want to, I don't know what that bug is there. Anybody know what that is? Any entomologists in the audience? Hey, that guy. Had to change out batteries, but anyways, when we were trying to come to terms on price, and I was like, boy, I don't even want it. So I said, you sure you don't want to just keep the drill? You know, because I figured he probably put quite a bit of value in that, because I don't think this is that old. It's lithium ion, it's 20 volt. So no, it ended up going with it, and now I'm going to keep this because this is going to be my best cordless drill now. Because right now I use the M12 Milwaukee, which I like because it's small and compact. But if I want something with more torque and more life span on the battery, this is going to be it. So that's fantastic. Fantastic. What is this? Look at this thing. This is another one of them weird extractor things. This one's marked Lee right on it. I don't know what that is. Nice Starrett indicator. This one's a little... Actually, you know what though? That might not be the indicator. That might actually be this Hoojamadigi that somebody built. End up having a... We might have to take the indicator off of here to see, because it's not... Yeah, it's returning to 0 every time I pull it down, so I think this might be dragging inside here. I have to take the indicator off to check it, but that's a nice little Starrett indicator. Cheapo mag base, you know, no name import mag base, Chinesium. Couple of V blocks, appear to be no namers. Yeah. No name on those, no clamps, little hold down clamp. Stanley ball peen hammer. These look like, I forgot the name of the company, that's an electric motor company, branded ones. Now that's actually Stanley. Yeah, these are both Stanley, non-marring. Stanley. All Stanley ball peen hammers. A small Exolite 9-piece hex set. And the bottom drawer in this cabinet. Craftsman drill index. Huat drill index. With actual drills in it, not just drill blanks. Same thing with that one. Nice. Round and sharp branded parallel, machinist parallel clamps. Yeah, that's a pair right there, Brown and Sharps. That's a Lone Wolf. No name. No name. And a cute little Starrett. It's a tiny one there. File. Tube of silicone heat sink compound. This is for making sure that heat transfers from semiconductors to the aluminum, typical aluminum heat sink for electronics work. And this is just a nice little whatchamacallit there, number and letter drills, factional drills. This right here, all this aluminum you see right here, that is all the dividers that go in the drawers when you want to divide your drawers up. So that's a really nice find that those are in there, so you don't have to pay for them through Kennedy. So let me do a 2-drawer riser that went with this, or at least I don't know if it's the one that exactly went with this or not, but we'll do it. We'll knock out one of the 2-drawer risers and then we'll close out this video, and then that way in the next part we'll try and knock out the... Oh, we got 60 seconds left on the video card, so we'll do this quick. Okay, I got some Exolite and Proto, all name brand. Well, that's a yeah, that's a Crescent. These are all name brand adjustable wrenches by the looks of it. Allen sets. These are Paramount, made in the USA, all top quality stuff. Another little set there, Paramount, good stuff. These are beautiful. These are Weha micro finish screwdrivers. These are really, really nice screwdrivers. Exolite. And the bottom drawer are going to be pretty easy. We've got all basically hold downs up the wazoo, but I do see buried underneath here cardboard box tops and bottoms. Starrett, Brown and Sharp, Brown and Sharp. Base for one of those. Starrett lid. So eventually I'll go through and put the items in the boxes. Running out of time. All right. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe. See you next time.